Hi everybody, welcome to Story Time with Mrs Livsey and Housey Mousey. Now Housey Mousey is just getting himself ready for the story today. I'm going to give you a few clues to guess what the story is. It's one of my favourite Once Upon a Time stories. In the story, there is a mummy bear, a daddy bear, and a baby bear. Have you guessed what it is? Yes, that's right. The story today is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And you know, boys and girls, I've been telling this story for lots and lots of years now to all the boys and girls that I've taught at school. And when I was a little girl, my daddy used to tell this story to me. And I know it so well now, I'm going to try and tell it to you without the book, without the story to help me. Now, I do need Housey Mousey because I didn't have anybody to play Goldilocks. So are you ready, Housey Mousey? Come on, let's see you. There he is. Now, you might not recognise Housey Mousey, boys and girls, because we've made him some special Goldilocks hair for the story. Because, as you know, the little girl in the story has long blonde hair, and that's why she was called Goldilocks. So we've made Housey Mousey his own golden hair using some wool. There we go. What do you think? Yeah. Do you like that, Housey Mousey? Yeah. Fantastic. Right. I think we're ready to begin. Now, Goldilocks isn't in the beginning of the story, Housey Mousey. So if you can go and get ready over there, we'll see you later on. Right. Okay. Right. Are we all sitting comfortably? Then we shall begin. Once upon a time, there were three bears. Mummy Bear, Daddy Bear, and Baby Bear. And together they lived in a little cottage in the woods. Now one day, after Mummy Bear had made their porridge for breakfast, she said, "Why don't we go for a walk in the woods while it cools?" So that's what they did. So the three bears went off for a walk in the woods. Now, not far away lived a little girl called Goldilocks. You ready, Housey Mousey? Yeah, that's you, remember? Here he is. Now, Goldilocks was also going for a walk through the woods before she had her breakfast. And as she walked past the cottage of the three bears, she smelt the most delicious smell. Big sniff, Housey Mousey. Can you guess what it was? That's right. It was the porridge. And it smelled delicious. Now, Goldilocks loved porridge. So do you know what she did, boys and girls? She did something a little bit naughty. She noticed that the three bears had been in such a rush to go for their walk that they hadn't closed their door properly. So she opened up the door of the three bears' cottage and she went inside. Now, we know, boys and girls, that that wasn't the right thing to do. Never, ever go into somebody's house when you don't know them. But sometimes Goldilocks didn't always make the right choice. So she went in, and there, on the kitchen table, Goldilocks saw the three bowls of porridge. There was a big bowl of porridge, there was a medium-sized bowl of porridge, and there was a little teeny tiny bowl of porridge. Well, because Goldilocks was very hungry, she started with the big bowl of porridge. So she got Daddy Bear's big spoon and she tasted it. You ready, Housey Mousey? So you can join in with this at home, boys and girls. Pretend you've got your big spoon. Going to taste Daddy Bear's porridge. Ready? Oh, said Goldilocks. That's too hot. Pooh! And she spat it out. Sometimes she could be a little bit rude. Then she decided to taste Mummy Bear's porridge. That was in the medium-sized bowl. So she got Mummy's spoon. There we go. Pretend to get your spoon as well. And she tasted Mummy Bear's porridge. Oh, said Goldilocks, that's too cold. And she spat that out as well. Puh. Oh dear. Then she tasted Baby Bear's porridge. So she got Baby Bear's little spoon, little teeny tiny spoon, and she tasted it. Delicious, she said. It was just right. Not too hot, not too cold. So she gobbled it all up. Ready to gobble up your porridge? Ready, Housey Mousey? Until it was all gone. Well, after eating all of that porridge, Goldilocks was a little bit tired, so she wanted to sit down, didn't you, Goldilocks? So she went into the next door room and she saw 3 chairs. A great big chair, a medium-sized chair, and a little teeny tiny chair. So first, Goldilocks sat on the big chair. I bet you can guess who that belonged to. That's right, that was Daddy Bear's chair. So come on, Goldilocks, climb onto the big chair. But oh no, she said, this is far too hard. So she jumped off. Then she climbed onto Mummy Bear's chair. Climb on, Goldilocks. Oh, well, this time, she said, oh, this is far too soft. So she jumped off and she sat on Baby Bear's chair. And this time it was just right. Goldilocks was just getting comfy when suddenly, it snapped and broke and she fell off. You okay, Housey Mousey? Just pretending. Oh, that's okay. Here he is. It's all right. Well, the chair was just a pile of wood on the floor now, all broken. Well, after all that, Goldilocks was feeling even more tired. Oh, she did a big yawn. Oh. So she decided to go and find somewhere to sleep. So she crept up the stairs to creep with Housey Mousey up the stairs. Well, when Goldilocks got upstairs, she went into the bedroom and she saw how many beds? 3 beds. A great big bed, a medium-sized bed, and a little teeny tiny bed. So first, Goldilocks climbed onto the great big bed. Ready, Housey Mousey? Here we are. Well, oh, Goldilocks said, this bed is too hard. So she jumped off. Then she tried the medium-sized bed. Ready to climb on, Housey Mousey? Goldilocks lay down and she said, oh no, this bed is too soft. So she jumped off. And then she climbed onto Baby Bear's bed and she lay down. And this time it wasn't too hard. It wasn't too soft. It was just right. And it was so comfy that Goldilocks fell fast asleep. Oh, look, Housey Mousey's falling asleep as well. Go. Close your eyes, Housey Mousey. Fast asleep. There we go. That's what happened to Goldilocks. Now, meanwhile, the three bears were returning from their walk. So here they come. Now, the three bears walked through the door of their cottage, and first of all, they saw the 3 bowls of porridge. Well, Daddy Bear said, "Somebody's been eating my porridge." Mummy Bear said, "Somebody's been eating my porridge." Baby Bear said, "Somebody's been eating my porridge and there's none left." And he started to cry. Poor Baby Bear. Then the 3 bears went into the next room and saw the chairs. Daddy Bear said, "Somebody's been sitting on my chair." Mummy Bear said, "Somebody's been sitting on my chair." Baby Bear said, "Somebody sat on my chair and now it's broken." And he started crying again. Poor Baby Bear. Well, then the 3 bears went upstairs into the bedroom and saw the 3 beds. Daddy Bear said, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed." Mummy Bear said, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed." Baby Bear said, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed and they're still there." And there was Goldilocks snoring away. But suddenly she woke up. She saw the bears and she screamed, "Ah!" And she ran all the way home. Well, now that's the end of the story, boys and girls. But I like to think about what happened next. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know about you, Housey Mousey, but I like to think that the next day, Goldilocks might have gone back to the 3 bears' house and said sorry. That's very important, isn't it, boys and girls? To say sorry when we make a mistake and we do the wrong thing. And I like to think that maybe Mummy Bear taught Goldilocks how to make delicious porridge. Ooh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, will you do that, Mummy Bear? Yeah. And maybe Daddy Bear could teach Goldilocks how to make her own chair. What do you think about that? Yeah, is that a good idea? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Daddy Bear. And maybe Goldilocks and Baby Bear became friends, and then they could go for walks together in the woods, couldn't they? Yeah. There we go. So that's the end of our story now, boys and girls. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. So stay safe, be good, take care. Bye.